Welcome back to 50 States,
50 Plates,
where we explore America one plate at a time. Each week we choose a different state and we then make a famous regional dish from that state in the comfort of our own kitchen. It's like we're traveling America, but we never have to leave home. This week we have the state of New Hampshire, and we are making something that we're questioning, but we'll get to that in a minute. Last week we had Florida. We made Cuban sandwiches and key lime pie. Y'all, that was a good week right there. If you missed that, I will link it right here. And as always, I have the 50 States, 50 Plates playlist linked below. If you sent us some pictures from Florida, make sure you stay tuned to the end of this episode where we will share those. And then if you have pictures from New Hampshire, we want to see them. Just send them to mystate@mandyinthemaking.com. So we have a corned beef brisket. It was $30, which honestly it's a 3.5 pound. It's not that bad. I saw a whole beef brisket at Sam's Club for like 90 bucks. We weren't doing that. We don't need that much anyway. But we have questions, New Hampshire, New England, we have questions. First of all, I went to Sam's Club to pick this up and I noticed on the back, it even has the directions of what to do for this. We had never heard of this, but it's on the back of this corned beef brisket, and then it shows you how to boil this brisket.
We're not boiling this, right?
We're boiling the brisket.
No.
It does not sound appetizing. And you know what? I'm not gonna knock it before I try it, because obviously it's a beloved dish and lots of New Englanders, New Hampshireans, what are they?
New Hampshireans.
Sure. Editing Mandy here. I am sitting here working on this video, and I got to the part where we didn't know what to call people from New Hampshire. So of course I had to look it up. And so apparently it's New Hampshireites. Okay. Or a lot of people like to be called, or they refer to themselves as the Granite Staters, because New Hampshire is known as the Granite State. So they're called Granite Staters or New Hampshirites, not New Hampshireans, as I was trying to say earlier. Just thought I would throw that in there.
I don't know.
They all love this, so I'm sure it's going to be great. The only way that we've really had brisket around here is we smoke that bad boy.
That's right.
Now, we haven't done that. We've never made a brisket. I'm very intrigued that we are going to boil this. Boil. That just doesn't seem right to me. But you know what? The instructions on the back tell us to do it. New England boiled dinner. I mean, it is what it is. So we are trying to stay true and make exactly like we're supposed to. So we're going to get started. It's very, very easy. So y'all, it doesn't get much easier. I will say that. So if we like this, we've learned a new way to make brisket. Okay, I'm going to take this. This is like a 3.5 pound. I'm going to take it out and put it right down here in our Dutch oven.
Now, is it fat side down?
Oh, I don't know. Should we do fat side up?
I don't know. I'd say go up with it, but I don't know.
Does it matter that much? Because it's being boiled.
We got questions here.
Let me wash my hands and then, well, actually, let me pull this out first.
I'm going to consult the oracle. I'll be right back. The oracle, meaning AI, has spoken.
The oracle says to maybe turn it over, because this will naturally kind of baste the brisket as it's cooking.
There we go.
Okay.
We're going with that.
Okay. Now, the recipe that I found online was talking about all these different spices that you need to put in it. But guess what, y'all? Basically, all those spices are right here. So we're just going to use the spice pack that they gave us. I'm going to add that in. So now I'm just getting water, just enough to cover the brisket. And that's all we have to do for now. This is really easy. I think that's it. So now we're just going to go over to the stove and turn this. Basically, we got to bring it up to a boil, and then we're going to let it simmer. I saw differing things, but the back of the package that this came in said simmer it for 2.5 to 3 hours. So we're going to check on it around the 2.5 hour mark. I'm going to put the lid on it to help it kind of come up to temperature faster. So the New England boiled dinner, it has roots back all the way into the 1700s. Has Irish immigrants who came over, and they introduced this way of, it was kind of like a survival meal. Obviously they didn't have refrigeration back then, so they heavily relied on salted meats like a corned brisket. And they also relied on a lot of root vegetables because they could keep those for longer without them going bad. So that's kind of how this was born. And you know, it's really cool because you cook the beef first, and then we're going to take that out and then put the vegetables in that same broth and cook them, and then you kind of just serve it all together. It is super simple, and it has roots back to the 1700s.
Man, my mouth just watered when you said that.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
This is going to be good. Delicious. Rustic, too, I feel like.
Boiled meat has me a little
Yeah, I'm still nervous.
but
I ain't going to lie.
I mean, this many people for this many hundreds of years,
Right.
it can't be gross. Hello,
Right.
It's got to be good. So, we're excited. Y'all, we came up to a boil real quick, and I have to say that does not look appetizing. I understand that it's probably like the fat and stuff, right? Is that what that is?
We call it scum.
But let's turn it down. It needs to simmer, but we don't need it boiling that hard.
Do we need to cover it while we simmer it? Yes.
All right, and I'm gonna check on it, make sure it continues to simmer. But it is 10:45 in the morning. Let's set a timer just so. Can I set a timer for that long on here?
Probably not.
I don't even know if I can do it on here. Ooh. Look at that. Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to keep an eye on this, make sure it continues to simmer, kind of adjust the heat. I've got to run to the grocery store and get us some root vegetables to go in the pot a little bit later. Hi.
Hey.
You moved real close.
Look at us twinsies today.
We are twinning. Look at us in our black.
Yeah, we got our caps on. We got our black on.
Yep.
I don't know what. It just kind of worked out that way.
It just felt like, you know, we were just mourning the fact that we were going to boil a brisket. That's what it is. We were just so sad about it, we had to wear black. The motto for New Hampshire that you see everywhere is live free or die. And that came back from a hero from the American Revolution. His name was John Stark. He said that, and it became basically a motto for New Hampshire. It's even on their license plates. If you drive through New Hampshire, you're gonna see it everywhere. So we have 40 minutes left on the brisket. I will say it does smell good in here. Still hurts my heart that it's boiling, but we're gonna move on from that. We're gonna be making a horseradish sauce to go with this. I'm gonna chop up these chives to go into our horseradish sauce. Apparently you either serve this with a horseradish sauce or mustard. And when I saw that, I was just gonna buy some horseradish sauce, but then I thought about it and I knew I already had some prepared horseradish here at the house. So I said, well, let me find a good recipe. And you know what? I always trust Natasha's Kitchen. She always has some really highly rated recipes. So that is the recipe I'm using for this, and I'm excited to give it a try. So we're gonna use about a half a cup of sour cream, a couple of tablespoons of our horseradish, a couple of tablespoons of mayo, about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, about a quarter teaspoon of salt, and some pepper, and then about a tablespoon of our chives. I think I have more than a tablespoon, but it's gonna be okay. And let's just stir all of that together. It doesn't get much easier than that. And I'm sure it's going to be way better than anything I could have bought on the shelf at the store. So here we go. So we need to taste it. That's good. It's got that horseradish flavor to it, which that hits you first. But then the mayo and the sour cream kind of tone it down so it's not overpowering. That's really good. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm going to put a lid on it and we're going to stick it in the fridge until we're ready. We are closer to time. I think we have about 15 minutes left. So I'm going to start kind of peeling and chopping our vegetables. The good thing about this is we don't have to do a lot of dicing or really fine chopping because it's going in kind of large chunks. But I was able to go to Ingles and secure some turnips. I don't know. We've used turnips maybe once in this house. We really don't use them very often. I'm going to go ahead and chop the either side of these off, and then I'm going to peel them. Now, the recipes for this one says to quarter them. Now, these are pretty large, so let's see what we look like at quartered. I mean, I feel like that's what the picture looked like, so that's probably about right. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. They're pretty large, but that's what the picture was looking like. You don't make bite-sized things of these.
That's the way Grandma used to make them. She used to chop them up.
Let me show you. So you see, they're not tiny. They're definitely substantial. So I'm going to, a couple of them, make them a little bit smaller, because here's the thing. I don't want a big old hunk. So there was just a couple of them here that are a little thick from that bigger turnip that I'm just going to chop these in half. I'm going to just throw some of these potatoes in, just because it said to use red new potatoes. I just grabbed these because I figured it would be easier.
You got the multicolored old potatoes.
Right. And then we need a few carrots as well. Again, we're not going to really chop these. Just kind of, I don't know. It's different. This is different. In this house, it is rare that we have a dinner without potatoes. The very first potato plant was brought over in the 1700s, and it was planted in Londonderry, New Hampshire. Now the area where it was planted is just called Derry. I think Londonderry and Derry kind of split off, but back then it was a settlement called Londonderry, and that's where they planted the first potato plant.
Very interesting.
Just gonna peel this real quick. Okay, we just chop the ends off. Now, basically, and then I'll just cut this one in half because it's the thicker end. But then we just leave it like that. Then we got a big old head of cabbage here. I'm gonna take the big leaves off, and then we're just going to kind of quarter this cabbage as well. I mean, that's a big old hunk of cabbage. That's it. I'm gonna wash these potatoes, and we've got all of this prepped. We've got about 5 more minutes over there, so it's almost time. It has been 2.5 hours, so let's do a little check here. Ooh, it's hot. I do know that much. It needs to be fork tender. The fork needs to be able to go easily through it. So, that's not easily.
All right.
I went to Ingles. Stephen went to work in there. And this was not, when I came back from Ingles, this wasn't simmering, so I turned it up some. So that may be why it's not quite there yet. So we're going to give it another probably 20 minutes. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit because it has slowed down a bit as far as simmering goes. Let's set the timer for 20 minutes and we'll come check it again. New Hampshire is one of the few states that has 0 general sales tax and no personal state income tax.
Oh, that's it.
We're going.
We're leaving.
Okay, let's check on this bad boy. Okay, that side is definitely done. This side it's easy to go in, but you have to kind of work it to come out. I don't want it falling apart because you've got to be able to slice it and all of that. Let's turn it back up. Let's do 10 more minutes. Third time's the charm, right? What was that?
I don't know. Let's go. I'm so hungry I could.
Oh my gosh.
I could eat that whole thing.
I hate y'all missed that. Okay, so let's check on this thing.
I believe she's ready.
I have a feeling inside my bones. Okay, it's coming out easier. Yes.
All right.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
So let's remove this to a plate, and we're gonna tent it to keep it warm. Ooh, okay. She's a little jiggly.
Look at this, the
All right, but here's the thing.
Flavor City.
Because this is corned beef, we need to taste the broth to see if it's too salty. If it is, we can add more water to kind of dilute it. Okay. That's going to stay warm over there. Let me get a spoon. My glasses are fogging up.
You got froggy.
It's salty, but not too salty.
Good?
Yeah, but we may still have to add some water just because that's a whole lot of water there.
Yeah, I think so.
But let's go ahead and turn the temp up because we want this to come up to like a rolling boil.
That tater fell out of her britches. Tater in your britches.
No, I didn't know what that was. Okay. Okay, the water has definitely come up to a boil. So let's start adding. I'm gonna add my turnips in. You know what? Give me a ladle so I don't go splashing in here, you know? Actually, I'm gonna add taters in first. Some carrots. I about said rutabagas. Nope.
Where in the world that came from?
Well, because when I was in the store, I saw turnips and rutabagas right next to each other, and I looked at the recipe and it said it could be either or.
Okay.
So I was thinking rutabaga, but turnips, let's add that in. And now the part that I'm a little concerned about is this cabbage. I don't know. I didn't think there was going to be room for all this, but you know what? There might be. Just add a little more water, you know. This last piece of cabbage is like, she a biggin. Okay. Let's get some more water.
Yeah.
That's about right. So I just added 1 extra cup of water. I'm going to bring that up to a boil. And then it needs to boil for 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
So we'll just kind of check on it and see when they're tender and ready. But yeah, this is about as simple as it gets, y'all. Okay, it's starting to come up to a boil. So I'm going to pop the lid on it. And I'm going to bring the heat down. It does say it's not like a light simmer. We need to actually actively let this simmer. So I'm going to do about medium heat. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes and we'll check it after that. It may take up to 30 minutes though. So our trivia question today, I absolutely love. New Hampshire was the home to a naturally formed rock formation on the side of a cliff. I think it was kind of formed by just natural occurrences, glaciers, all these different things, but it was granite, I'm pretty sure. And it was the profile of an old man's face on the side of this cliff. So it became extremely famous, so famous that that old man's face on the side of the cliff is still on the state quarter for New Hampshire, along with their motto, live free or die. But do you know the name of that old man's face? And do you know when it crumbled and fell? It's pretty. Okay, that's fork tender for sure. Let's check a tater. That's fork tender. I think we're good.
Okay. By carrot.
Let's see. Fork tender.
All right.
We are ready to go.
We are ready to go.
All right.
That looks amazing, sweetheart. Oh, that's really tender right there.
Yeah, on the end it's really tender. Ooh. Okay, that looks really pretty.
I'm excited. Let's get this brisket.
He's got it in the horseradish. Here we go.
Boiled brisket.
Boiled brisket. It's what we're doing.
Oh, man.
Nuh-uh.
Wow. Man, that is delicious. Super tender as well. But you're right, that horseradish, that sauce is amazing with this.
Okay, good.
That is delicious.
A boiled corned beef brisket is good.
Yes.
Okay.
That is amazing, sweetheart.
Oh my
I
word.
can't believe we hadn't had this before.
Well, we don't live in New England.
Some of these veggies here.
In the South, we just smoke a brisket. We don't boil it. They have flavor.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, some rich flavor.
Good.
That broth,
Yeah.
super flavorful.
Okay. I mean, you could even dip those in the
Man, I haven't
horseradish
had
too.
a tournament in I don't know how long.
Right? Perfect consistency.
That is amazing.
I'm so happy.
This is a great dinner.
We had our doubts, but look at you.
That's a potato?
Yeah,
This thing is purple.
I know.
This is a very rustic meal, man.
Yeah, I mean, it dates back to the 1700s.
Very hearty.
Yeah.
I love the broth. Anything with a broth like this, with tons of flavor in it.
Yeah, sign you up.
But, I mean, what takes it over the top is this horseradish.
Awesome. Okay,
Right.
let me try it. Yeah.
Talk to me.
Whoa. That does not taste like boiled meat.
No, it does not. It does not.
If you know, you know.
Right.
If you boil chicken,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it has a weird texture.
Sure.
This texture is great.
Yeah. And it's so tender. Just comes apart really easily.
And that horseradish,
Why we have not made this before,
boom.
man. I mean, I know it takes a little while to cook it, but you got to let all those flavors marry together.
This would be a good Sunday dinner.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
for sure. Yeah, you could
Oh my goodness.
feed a lot of folks with this.
Wow, I was going to use this. You don't even really need to do that, but
That turnip is outstanding. And nothing is over seasoned either.
but it has plenty of flavor.
Yeah, plenty of, I mean, yeah.
That carrot just fell right apart. Who knew? Not us. New Englanders knew.
Right. Yeah.
But down south, you tell somebody you're going to boil a brisket, they'll say, do what?
Huh?
What are you going to do?
What you gonna do? Make corned beef hash?
Why would you do that? The answer to our trivia question is pretty simple. He was just called the Old Man of the Mountain, and he was put on the state quarter in 2000. In 2003, actually on May 3rd, which is his birthday, it crumbled and fell. They said no one saw it fall, but they just saw, like, they came up on the fact that it fell off the side of the mountain. So it's no longer there. You can't enjoy it, but they kept it on the quarter as like a memorial to the Old Man of the Mountain.
Where have you been? Man, this is amazing.
I mean, it's a go-backer.
I'm going back. You did a great job.
It was really good. We are very surprised.
Yeah, I'm super proud of you for that. It was awesome.
All right, so let's look at the map.
All right, here we go.
We are currently, where are we? We're up here.
In New Hampshire.
So these are the ones that are uncolored that we have not chosen yet. I'm going with Wisconsin.
I'm going with
Oklahoma. Okay, let's see who's right, if anybody. I wonder how many of y'all ever guess it right. You'll have to tell me if you ever guessed it right. We ready?
Yes. Delaware.
Whoa, we're staying up there ish. Yeah. Delaware is right here. There. Okay.
All right.
I have a feeling Delaware is probably going to be seafood.
Maybe. I don't know.
But we'll find out. Delaware.
Find out. And you'll have to let us know in the comments. If you're in Delaware, what in the world are we going to make?
Delaware is pretty small. Not as small as Rhode Island, but it's pretty small. So I wonder if there is a clear winner. We're going to find out. I'm going to pick out a color for New Hampshire, but while I pick that out, I'm going to show y'all some pictures from Florida. So on the thumbnail of this video, I promised a big announcement, and I do have that big announcement. I wanted to share it with you really quickly. Wanted to tell you, over the years, we've been asked if we would ever consider doing some sort of meet and greet. And y'all know my strong love for Palmetto olive oil, as well as Colonial Milling. We love their grits, their corn bread mix, all of that. So we're actually collaborating with them to do our first ever meet and greet. Stephen and I will both be there. It's going to be in Greenville, South Carolina on July 16th, which is a Thursday. She is going to be at Palmetto Olive Oil. Sandy is going to keep it open for this event, so after hours. So from 5 to 7 is a drop-in. You've got to register to come. There is a small fee, but you do get something for that fee, never fear. But all of the information is linked in the website sign up below. So I've got all of that below. Just go click that link and you can sign up. Space is limited. So if you're wanting to come, sign up now so that you can kind of reserve your spot. But we're going to have food. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And I would love to just hug you and see you and meet you and put faces to names from the comments of each video. It's such a blessing to be able to do this, but also it does feel kind of lonely sometimes and feels a little strange. Like, are these people really out there watching? So we actually get to meet you, and I'm looking forward to it. So again, I've got the link below. Go register. It's a small fee to sign up. You will get something for that fee. You're also going to get fed that evening. It's going to be a lot of fun. We cannot wait to meet you. So for New Hampshire, we're going with bubble gum. Why, you ask? Because I thought, okay, what did we just eat? We had that corned beef, and it was like a pinkish color on the inside, right? Yeah. So we're going with a pinkish color, and it'll break up the kind of dark that we've got on either side. So this one is not going to take long to color in at all. Okay, that was easy.
All right, there we go.
New Hampshire is done.
Hampshire's done.
Now we're just a hop and a skip down to Delaware.
That's right.
I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. I'm telling you what, we were shocked at how good that was. So New England, we are very sorry that we doubted you. We are very sorry that we just kind of turned our noses up at boiled brisket. That stuff's good.
Yeah, it was really good.
So if you haven't already, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, give me a little hype, all the things, leave a comment below, and we will see you next week for Delaware. Bye y'all.